So very good morning students. So welcome back to second year physics. Now I want to say today's topic is for LR circuit. Write LR. See alternate EMF. LR circuit is nothing but when there is a alternate EMF is applied for the circuit of L and R. That means L is nothing but an inductive circuit and R is nothing but a resistive circuit if L and R connected in the series. Now let us draw a diagram. L and R connected, you take a L and the resistance are connected in the series along with a alternate EMF, right? It is to be like this. So that here the current flow through the inductor, through the resistor like this. Now we need to get the EMF, we need to get the current which flows through this. So it is an inductor and it is a R, minus L di by dt, this is we know. I will tell you one thing. So like we are taking the combination now, for this combination here we have to say first of all about an individual circuit we know. Suppose if I go for the inductive circuit, then you write about an inductive circuit, all about an inductive circuit. So in inductive circuit what will happen? There is a phase angle is, it is 90, that is what I want to say. First of all, see you go through this. In this inductive circuit there will be a phase angle is like this, and here there will be a XL is equal to, we can say, omega L, and third one we can say I mean to say IRMS is equal to ERMS by XL it is, we can write like this, or we can say I naught is equal to E naught by XL. Yes, of course we know. And there will be a phase angle is, we can say, in case of this we can say it is like this, and here in case of a potential difference, I want to say about a potential difference, V is equal to I into XL, of course it is VL. According to the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR no. By using this you write a potential difference between these two, that is VL, and between these is VR. So according to the V is equal to IR, I is nothing but a current, R is nothing but a resistance of this inductive circuit, that is we can say XL, which opposes. And come to the resistance circuit, yes, you say for this resistive circuit first one phase angle is 0, of course there is no phase angle. And come to the point is, let us here VR is equal to, we can write as I into capital R, that is all, and here I is equal to, we know, V by R is enough it is. And one more I want to say, in case of a inductive circuit, see there will be a, actually we know current is logs the voltage, current is logs the voltage by an angle of pi by 2, that current is logs by an angle of pi by 2 with the EMF. In case of an inductive circuit, that is also very important, because there is a phase angle is there, no? Now here we need to draw the first of all graph. By using this circuit, now we need to draw a graph, then we should get the resultant also. So that you take as the graph is, according to the graph only this is to be completely related. Now you take graph, XL is taken on this and your resistance is taken on this, so that through this there is a potential difference is VR, through this VL is represented. Of course there will be a phase angle is 90, because for R there is no phase, but L is there no phase angle, that is what you take as like this. So XL and VR, I mean R and XL and VL and VR is the potential differences. Now there will be a graph is represented which passes through the origin like this, that is represented as EMF. So that you draw a one triangle by using this, which making an angle, phase angle is pi. Now come to the point is O, A, B. Now we should get EMF, we do not know EMF, no? So here by using the triangle, from triangle follow very carefully this, because other also same it is depends. So according to OA whole square is equal to OB square, Pythagoras use AB whole square. Using the Pythagoras, OA is nothing but a, you say, E square, OB is nothing but a VR square, of course, and AB which is parallel to this you write as VL square. So E is equal to root over VR whole square plus VL whole square. But we know VR is nothing but I into R, and VL is nothing but I into XL. Therefore, the EMF is equal to under root I into R whole square plus I into XL whole square. So, E is equal to, you take a I is common, into R square plus XL square. Now, this I square you take out from the root, we may get like this, plus XL square. Therefore, current is equal to E by root over R square plus XL square. Sir, root over R square plus XL square is nothing but a what? Say there will be in a given a circuit, there are two are there, one is a inductive circuit, one more is a resistive is there. Pure inductor is there, pure resistor is there. These two are opposing the flow of alternate EMF. That is what we can call the circuit elements are opposing the EMF, that we can call as the impedance. So that here in case of LR circuit, impedance is ZLR, because Z for impedance, the circuit elements are L and R are there, no? Therefore, you write as root over R square plus XL square, of course, because which is opposing, no? Therefore, we can say like this. From this, here we can directly substitute I is equal to E by root over, I mean to say ZLR, yes, of course. Here is XL is nothing but we know omega L, then we need to write I is equal to capital E by root over R square plus omega L all square also, or else ZLR is equal to root over R square plus omega L square we can. So, this is represented as what we can say about a what? EMF and about a currents, and this is represented as the impedance. Is it okay now? So, here LR circuit which opposing the flow of alternate EMF. LR circuit is which opposing the flow of alternate EMF. By using the graph, see here E is nothing but like this, and alternate current is nothing but E by root over R square plus XL square it is. Clear now? Now let I want to say phase angle, because there will be a phase angle is there, that we need to find phase, power, and as well as the average power, and as well as the power factor also. So that you go through the phase angle, see that is the first one, phase angle, because there is some phase is there, the phase difference we need to find. Then you take first one from the triangle, see tan pi is equal to opposite, that is we can say VL, or you say XL by opposite by adjacent, you say it is capital R, right? Right? XL is nothing but we know omega L. So, tan pi is equal to, we can write as omega L by capital R it is, for the circuit of inductive and resistive circuit. For the circuit of inductive and resistive circuit, tan pi is equal to omega L by R. Clear no? So, this is about what we can say tan pi, and phase angle it is. Now, let us I want to say about a current. So, that the current I is equal to we know E by ZLR, right? But we know E is equal to I into root over R square plus X L whole square, right? Here you write I is equal to, because now I am saying current through the circuit, no? That is I into root over R square plus XL whole square, shall I, by ZLR. See, we can write like this, no? It is EMF, right? EMF it is. Okay. Instead of this, we can also say sin omega t minus pi also we can. Okay. Instead of E, we can also say E naught sin omega t also. I is equal to E naught sin omega t minus pi, because there will be a current flow like this. Is it okay now? Now, let us you say about a power factor. Power factor. That is about a cos pi, right? Cos pi, power factor adjacent by hypotenuse E. That is about a VR by E. But we know cos pi is equal to VR is nothing but a I into R. E is nothing but a. We can also say it is I into Z. I into Z. Then cos pi is equal to capital R by Z. Yes, it is the cos power factor is equal to cos inverse of R by Z. Or else you want to write in terms of E value. So we know Z is also we know. Therefore here power factor is equal to cos inverse of R by root over R square plus omega L whole square, of course. This is the power factor. Right here and here. Next one, I want to say about average power. You write here average power. Average power is equal to ERMS, IRMS, cos pi. So average power is equal to into cos pi is, it is R. Yeah, better here you write cos pi is equal to R by root over R square plus omega L whole square. So here R by root over R square plus omega L whole square. This is will be average power. Okay, this is will be average power related to the which circuit it is about a LR circuit. Like this we have different circuits are there, like LC circuit also is there. Like again we have other circuit also is there. So before that I want to say some other problems on the basis of this circuits. Yeah. So look at the problem in the page number 295, question number 10.4. 295, question number 10.4. So the given is a 60 microfarad capacitor is connected to 110 V and 60 Hz AC supply. C is equal to given as 60 microfarad is given, 60 into 10 power minus 12 farad. There will be a RMS is given, VRMS is equal to 110 V and the frequency is equal to the given as 60 Hz. Then is asking determine the RMS value of current in the circuit. IRMS is equal to VRMS by, or it is we can say XC, or ERMS by XC. Right? Here better already is there, but we don't know XC. No, XC is equal to 1 by omega C. Therefore 2 pi n into C. It is equal to 2 into 3.14 into n is the frequency, 60 is given C. 60 into 10 power minus 12 microfarad given, no? Of course. Sorry, microfarad in the sense is 10 power minus 6. Sorry to say, right? 2 zeros are cancelled. So XC is equal to 1 by, it is 12 into 2, 24 into 3.14 into 10 power minus 4. No, 36, no, 6 6 are 36, 36 into 2, 72. Now we know XC. Get IRMS. IRMS is equal to VRMS is given 110 by XC. It is 1 by, no, 1 by 72 into 3.14 into 10 power minus 4. So IRMS is equal to 110 into 72 into 3.14 into 10 power minus 4. So take simplification so that we will get the answer. Yeah, look at, see, 110 into 72 into 3.14. Of course, it is about IRMS is equal to 24686.8 into 10 power minus 4. That means here you divided by 1000. So it may be IRMS is equal to 2.4 ampere. This is the answer. Clear? On this basis, on the basis of this, So it is individual circuit, right? Clear? Yeah, look at the other questions. See, of course, there is a 10.5 question. I want to say 10.5 question also. 10.5. Look at exercise 10.3 and 10.4. Yes, you take both 10.3 and 10.4. Saying that the above problem 10.3 and 10.4. Of course, we know what is the net power observed by each circuit over the complete circuit. Explain your answer. Yes, power is asking. See, first circuit actually inductive circuit and the next circuit is capacitive circuit, right? You take power is nothing but we say ERMS, IRMS, cos pi, right? So there will be a phase angle in case of a L circuit. If I go for the L circuit, so what will be the phase angle? Of course, it is a 90, right? Pi by 2. So average power will be, we can say ERMS, IRMS, cos pi by 2. So it may be average power is equal to 0. Yes, it's our answer, right? Because in net power observed in the inductive circuit is 0. The net circuit is observed in the inductive circuit is 0 because of phase angle. Like you go for the capacitive circuit, yes, of course, for capacitive circuit also average power is equal to ERMS, IRMS cos pi, right? Pi will be again pi by 2. Then average power is equal to ERMS, IRMS cos 90. Again we will get the average power is 0, it is like. This is 1 0 and it is another 0. So is asking our answer, no? Then you say your answer. In both the cases there will be a phase angle will be 0. That is what we can say conclusion for this two questions. Now come to the point. Yeah, once look at the 289 page number. Define a power factor. On which factor does the power factor depends? Already it is over. And what is meant by the wattless component is also over. Like these are the questions are related to on the basis of these questions, right? Yeah, of course, there is another problem is there. But this question related to both resistive circuit, capacitive circuit and as well as the inductive circuit also. So better that we will do in the next class. Okay. Yeah. So these are the questions on the basis of today's class, and I will continue with next topic in the next class, that is about a like a CR circuit, because LR is completed. And again we have other circuits like RC, one more is LC, and one more is we can say about a LCR. These are the circuit elements are there that we need, that we should complete in the next class, and after that we will see the problems on the basis of that also, right. So this is about a what we can say about a today's class. Clear? Yeah, thank you very much. We will see in the next class.